What's gross? It's this one's gross. That's what's gross. Ew. You? What do you mean you?
Sticker. It's good.
I made it to a heart.
Yep.
You pretty
Wiggle
much
your
have
fingers.
to get,
Yeah, like this. Look it. Look
you have to get pretty far up in there.
Just go like.
Good morning, friends. Hello, welcome back. My dogs think that we're going somewhere exciting, but joke's on them, they're not. I say that with love. Anyway, friends, I need to go to the fabric store, but I don't want to go to my local fabric store. So in the city there's a fabric store, Fabric Land, a very well-known one across, you know, a very popular one. But I get upset when I get in there sometimes because some of the ladies at ours are just, they're just kind of salty, and it kind of, let me see if I can prop you up for a second. Yeah, they're just kind of salty. So whenever you go in there to get fabric, they question you and they're like, you shouldn't use this fabric, you shouldn't do this. And like, I get it to a degree, but they're kind of salty about it, so it kind of bothers my soul. So my father-in-law and his spouse actually showed me a store in another town called Lens Mills. They have a bunch of locations across Ontario, and I decided, so they said that the fabric there is cheaper than Fabricland, and I was like, oh, awesome, that's so cool, because Fabricland is pricey too. I mean, so I was like, okay, cool. So then I went one time with them and I was like, this store's amazing, and it's really cool. It's just not in the town that I would usually go to for anything. So like, say I live right here, the main city that I usually, like when we talk about going to the city, it's that direction, like 25 minutes, and Lens Mill is in this direction, like 40 minutes. So we don't go that way too often anymore. We do sometimes, but whenever we are out that way, I do stop at the store, but I don't go that way that often. And I have a list of a few fabric items that I need to pick up for some projects that I want to work on, and I was like, maybe I'll just suck it up, go to Fabricland when I go to the city, because I go to the city once a week anyway for work purposes. So I'm like, maybe I'll just suck it up and I'll go grab what I need. And then I was like, drinking my coffee this morning, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't really have anything planned today, like anything big that like demands my attention. So I'm like, I'm gonna fill my coffee, my travel coffee mug. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? My brother-in-law and sister-in-law got me that a couple years ago. That's engraved with our logo. I'm gonna fill my coffee mug, and I'm gonna go for a nice drive. And I'm gonna drive out to the other city to go to Lens Mill, pick up the fabric that I need and some other supplies. Andrew just asked me to fix a sweater for him. When he went to Minnesota for a Vikings game, he bought a Vikings sweater, and unfortunately the threading on the pocket already went. It just blew my mind that you pay so much for that sweater and it's already starting to go. And like, it's not like it's a spot that would be like a wear, like it's not like it's his fault for it going, if that makes any sense. I don't have that color of thread though, and he wants it to match. I mean, I don't blame him, but I don't have that color of thread. So I gotta grab that thread too while I'm there. So I have my little list. I'm gonna refill my coffee, I'm gonna put a hat on, and I'm gonna head out. So I thought I would take you guys with me and show you the store. Also, Lens Mills, if you've ever been there, they have like, from my understanding, it's basically like a, what's the word that I want? Oh my gosh, I'll think of this later when I turn the camera off. Can't think of it. So there's like groceries that are coming up to the best before date. They have like a small section of that. They have like coloring books, craft supplies, cleaning supplies, kitchen stuff, all kinds of stuff that's like last year's style, or you know what I mean? So it's like discounted. So it's a giant discounted store essentially. I really like it. I find a lot of fun little snacks for my kids to try whenever we go there. So that's always fun. So I'll check that out too on there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this coffee going, and let's hit the road so that I can make it there, shop around, and get back home before my kids get off the bus. love that there's bins of cut ends and stuff. So if you're just looking for a small piece, you got lots of options. Okay, so I just finished in there. I ended up grabbing Chips Ahoy and then 4 boxes of the Lucky Charms minis. I usually don't buy this kind of cereal, but for $1.99 a box, that's a really good cereal price where I'm at. So I thought it'd be a fun treat for my kids. I'll keep them in the pantry and then I'll just bring up one at a time so that they don't go crazy with it. But anyway, so $1.99 each, couldn't go wrong with all of that. And then my fabric was the main reason I came here for. I got some hemp fabric, some cotton flannel. This one is cotton. Look at that print. Is that not stunning? Look at that. And then this was not on my list, but like, is that not pretty? My son's obsessed with penguins. Let me fix it for you. My son's obsessed. So I was like, these are nice little flannel. I was like, I can make him some little PJ pants. That's what my vision is with that. I'm hoping, where is it? That this is the right purple that I need for Andrew's sweater. Really hoping so. It's 100% cotton is the one that I got, but yeah, it was like $3 I think for the little roll. And then bear paws were also $1.99, so I got 2 chocolate chip, 2 of these mixed berry and yogurt, and 2 cinnamon bun. Once again, these ones are a treat too. I mean, they're not too terrible for you actually, but anyway, so oh, now it doesn't want to go in. Where's the receipt? Okay, so all in all at Lens Mills I spent $74.09. What was taxable? Oh, the fabric. The fabric was taxable. Grocery has no tax, I know that. Yeah, the fabric. That sucks. So there's 3, 4, 5, like over $6 in taxes. Bleh, that sucks. But anyway, $74.09 for everything that I got. That's really good. So those cereal boxes where I live, those are like $4 or $5 for a box, which is insane because it's like one breakfast for my family. So for a junk food, I don't know. So I don't like to pay more than $2 for a box of cereal. That's like kind of just my personal rule of thumb. But like I've said in previous vlogs, my kids like Cheerios. They like eggs and toast for breakfast. They like granola. Like, so this will be a fun treat because they do like it sometimes, but like even they will tell you they don't like to eat that all the time. It's so funny. But anyway, and then the bear paws were just a fun snack because that was a really good deal. Because once again, those are $4 or $5 a box here, which is actually crazy because there's only 6 packs in a box. So like, I have 3 kids, so that can go really fast in my house. So those will be for school snacks, different flavors. I couldn't remember which ones they liked. I know they liked the banana bread, but they didn't have that one in here. This lighting is really bad. I think they like the cinnamon bun, and then I know my one daughter really likes that yogurt and berry fruit one. She likes that kind of stuff, so. And chocolate chips like a safe bet sometimes, so I don't know. The fabric too, I cannot wait to show you what I'm going to be doing with that. Besides, I mean, I just told you that I'm going to try to make my son a pair of PJ pants with the penguin fabric. But the other fabrics, I have a little DIY up my sleeve, so I'll probably do a video for that. Just a forewarning, it will be a feminine product. So, yeah, anyway, pretty pumped that I got those fabrics for pretty decently priced actually. I love them here. I just think that they're so nice. The staff is so great here. And I couldn't find the hemp fabric for the life of me, and so then I just asked. And they weren't very salty about it. They weren't rude. They just went and found it for me, and they only had one individual thing of it. That was it. There was no options. It was just one. And I missed it because I walked right down where it was. But they were so nice. They went and got it for me, answered questions that I had. They're just so pleasant here, and I love that. It makes it a little bit more comfortable, especially if you're new to sewing. Because when I first learned how to use my sewing machine and how to sew, a lot of the staff at the Fabricland were just not very nice when you asked questions. Like, I don't know, to me, you work there and a lot of them do sewing on the side, and like, so you think you'd be pleasant about helping, but Oh well. Now I'm just being stared at. That's okay. Oh god. The cashier was so funny in the store. She's like, oh, I see your camera and you're vlogging. Do you just do it for fun or for like, you know, business purposes? I said, oh, just, you know, I vlog for fun. And she goes, I do not have that courage. I'm like, neither do I. I'm still working up the courage to vlog in the stores like a lot of the other YouTubers, but it's a lot for me. So anyway, I just finished here. I gotta head home in a little bit, but I still have time. Like, I still have time where I can be in this city. So there's a few thrift stores here that I like, so I might go check them out and grab a bite to eat while I'm in this city. Okay, I made it to two secondhand stores while I was in this town. My daughter needed a long sleeve just white shirt for Halloween, so I grabbed that. And then I also found her some cute PJs. She's her own style, but like she likes crop PJs, so found those cute holiday themed ones. But look at this, beautiful. It's a duvet cover, I believe, but that's not what I'm using it as. Yeah, it was a duvet cover. It's such a stunning print. I'm gonna try to make a dress with it for the summer, like a nice summery dress, because this is just way too stunning to pass up. Holy cannolis, loved this. And then I went to a Goodwill, and let me tell you, friends, this vintage tablecloth is stunning. And then I found a coat, Columbia coat for my children, but the rare jewel, I found some of the Tupperware that I collect. I collect this, it's from the 70s. I love this color scheme. It's like that weird mustard beigey color, but they had a couple of those items, so I scored those. Okay, I also found at Goodwill some fabric. It was like $1 and the other one was like $2. I'll show that, I'll put a picture here for you. And then I also found 2 pattern kits, and they were $1 something each as well, but one of them was to make clothing for your goose. Yes, so pretty pumped about that. I'll put the pattern here, show you a picture of what I got. But now I'm really hungry before I head home, so I'm gonna go find something to eat near me and get some grub. Okay, food is secured. McDonald's was the best thing that I could find. I'm not even upset because it's really cheap, but oh well. Anyway, I got it to go so I can drive home. So now I'm gonna head home, eat my food while I drive. Judge me, don't judge me, I don't care. Anyway, friends, thanks for coming along with me to Lens Mills. If you're local, the location is actually in Chatham. So there's not one my way in like Windsor, Essex County. I had to drive to Chatham for it. It's worth the drive in my opinion. Like, that fabric would have been more expensive at Fabricland, and then I would have had more hassle, so totally worth the drive. Plus I scored some good finds at some local secondhand stores here, so worth the day trip for me personally. I mean, it was only a 40-minute drive, so I've done worse drives for worse things, to be honest. I drove 4 hours one way just to get a turkey one time, so. Anyway, friends, thanks for watching this video today. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to be nosy, and if you want to see what we are up to on our 1-acre homestead here in Southern Ontario and what kind of shenanigans we get into, because like, yeah. So anyway, friends, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Until next time, bye.